Hey everybody, it's Alicia and thanks for stopping by Cigar Vixen channel. Today I'm going to be smoking a nice beautiful little Maduro here. This is the CAO La Traviata, and again this is the Maduro version, not the original. And the difference basically is just the wrapper. So the blend on this one is exactly the same as the original. The original was featuring an Ecuadorian wrapper, and this one has a very flavorful Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. And it's over, let's see. This little beautiful thing is over a Cameroon binder, and then it has Nicaraguan and Dominican filler in it, so lots of good flavors going on. The color of this is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a beautiful, rich, dark roast coffee bean with a nice little bit of an oil sheen to it. Has a kind of a little bit of a raisiny type of a sweetness, just to the pre-lit draw. But the nice thing again with this particular line is that it's available in 6 different vitolas. So again, you have your choice whether you like, the larger, the smaller, depending on the size of your preference. You basically are pretty much covered there. So it's a great selection. So I'm going to go ahead and just get into it. I'm going to use my little Calibri V-cut. Been using this a lot more lately. No particular reason, just it's nice to change it up every so often. So you can taste again like that unique sweetness in it with a little bit. I'm getting notes of kind of a raisin, but there's also a hint of kind of a slight coffee element to it. So very good. Not going to waste any time whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and get this toasted. So that has a beautiful sweetness to it. There's a sweetness, but there's a little hint of spice on the finish. Yeah, you get the nice, rich, roasted kind of a coffee element, and you also, I don't know what, but it just, to me, it has like a little bit of that dried raisin sweetness to it. It's pretty subtle, but you can get a hint of it, but definitely on the finish you're getting a nice black pepper. On the retrohale as well, I got a little bit more of the pepper. So, but again, just a beautiful looking cigar. The band is very decorative. It actually has 2 bands on the Maduro. So the top one is just the one that has the name saying La Traviata. It's in gold with a beautiful burgundy, and then underneath it is the red, Maduro band. So very nice aesthetics and very good flavor so far. So as always, I'm going to smoke it down a little bit more and check back in with you for the second third. So the second third so far is very flavorful. There's been a nice introduction of a chocolatey kind of a sweetness. There's little hints of caramel, and I'm also getting some nutmeg, which is making it very delightful. There's still a hint of that kind of coffee essence, in there, but really it's more of that nutmeg, even a hint of like a cinnamon type of a spice versus that pepper that was there in the beginning. But very, very delightful, good flavoring. It's smoking very beautifully, and just enjoying it quite a bit. So as always, I will be back one last time to check in for the final third to let you know about any different flavor shifts. So coming to an end of the La Traviata Maduro, the flavors are very, very delicious on this last third. You get the nice sweetness, that combination of the chocolates with a little bit of the anise that I'm tasting. And you still have a nice subtle sweetness, a subtle spice that's coming in. It's more along the lines of that kind of cinnamony, some nutmeg, those sort of spices with a hint of a pepper, but not strong pepper. You just get like a little tingle of spice. It's really, really nice. It's a good combination of the sweetness and the spice together, but really with the sweetness, the sweeter attributes coming out to the forefront. So definitely worth smoking. If you can find these in your local brick and mortar, you should definitely, snag a box of them. They're really, really delicious. Especially I can see this pairing very well with a nice well-aged bourbon. In fact, that's going to be my next pairing that I try with this particular cigar. So anyways, as always, I thank you so much for checking in and watching the video, and I'd love to hear back from you guys, and stay tuned for the next review. Thanks.